Duterte to China, why claim entire South China Sea? Tokyo President Duterte on Friday said he loves China as an ally but questions the claim by the Asian economic powerhouse over the whole South China Sea. It was the first time that Duterte directly confronted China publicly on whether it had the right to claim the strategic waterway. The president made the remarks in a speech at the 26th International Conference on the Future of Asia in Tokyo organized by Nikkei Inc. I love China, he said. It has helped us a bit. But it behooves upon us to ask, is it right for a country to claim the whole ocean? Aggressive actions. Philippine defense and military officials have been wary of China's aggressive actions in the South China Sea, particularly its expansion and militarization of the strategic waterway despite protests from other claimant nations. China has built artificial islands on 7 reefs claimed by the Philippines, turning them into virtual military outposts with runways for jet fighters, soldiers' barracks and missile emplacements. The president noted that the South China Sea was at stress, but he assured China that the Philippines remained its friend. He warned, however, that as long as the conflicting territorial and maritime claims remain unresolved between China and other countries over the waterway, there would always be a flashpoint for trouble. China and members of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, which includes the Philippines, have been for years trying to craft a code of conduct in the South China Sea to prevent the overlapping maritime and territorial claims from escalating into violence. Absence of code. China claims sovereignty over nearly the entire South China Sea, putting it in conflict with the Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, Taiwan, and Brunei. Not only that, because of the absence of the left square bracket code of conduct, right square bracket, France, Britain, America are testing the waters, Duterte added, jesting that it wasn't to check the water temperature. My God, it is really testing who can fire the first shot. And I am sad and bewildered, not angry, because I cannot do anything, he said. Digressing, Mr. Duterte said somebody should reach out to the United States, because if you leave it to them to talk, nothing will happen, he said, referring to the trade war between the two countries and United States naval freedom of navigation operations in the South China. There is so much animosity covered by sweet talking about how they desire to have an agreement. But nobody is pushing, and the intrusions left square bracket in the South China Sea, right square bracket, as far as China is concerned, left square bracket is that, right square bracket is in their waters, Duterte said. The president highlighted his role as the moderator in the dialogue between China and ASEAN in the formulation of the code of conduct in the disputed waters. The last thing I heard was the left square bracket code of conduct, right square bracket is just about 2 years away, he said. Duterte added that if given a chance to visit Beijing, he would talk to Chinese President Xi Jinping about the territorial dispute. He was referring to the 2016 ruling by the International Arbitral Tribunal nullifying China's expansive claims over the South China Sea. That case, filed against China by the Philippines under former President Benito Aquino's, free ties between the two countries. When Mr. Duterte took office, he set aside the ruling in exchange for warmer relations with Beijing and Chinese aid and investments. And before the war, my country is very small. It has progressed a little over the years, I do not know why. But I cannot afford a war with anybody. Not only with China. And the moment I send out my Marines beyond 6 kilometers, they will all be wiped out in 1 or 2 military strikes, he said. Duterte said the Philippines was deeply concerned about the ongoing trade war between the United States and China. It is creating uncertainty and tension. It is causing downward stressors on the global economy. It is becoming a protracted war on the global and trade investments everywhere, the president warned. He called for a resolution of the trade dispute as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.